questions 1 through 10 on the 2008 grade 11 Fermat math contest. The value of this expression is 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared all over 1 times 2 times 3. The numerator looks like 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16. The denominator is 6. Adding this, 25 plus 5, 30 over 6. And 30 over 6 is equal to 5. So number 1, the answer is D. The value of 6 times 3 over 2 plus 2 over 3 is 3 over 2 plus 2 over 3. All right, add this fraction, get a common denominator, top and bottom 3, top and bottom 2. So we got 9 plus 4 over 6 multiplied by 6. So this is 13 over 6 times 6. I guess the 6's cancel, and all you are left with is 13. So number 2, the answer is A. If 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus x is equal to 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, the value of x is. All right, well, you can do this any way, really, the way that you feel is quick. But I think just doing a simple addition is sufficient. There's no reason to make this any more complicated. Add both sides and you get 15 plus x equals 115, and then subtract it and you get 100, like that. What some people might do and say is immediately sort of just go 21 minus 1 is 20. 2 and 22 give you another 20, so x is 5 times 20, which is 100, but I don't know if that is any quicker than this method. So 3 is therefore C. An empty truck weighs 9,600 kilograms. When the truck is loaded with 40 identical crates, the weight is 38,000. The weight of each crate is. The first thing we need to do in this question is figure out just the weight of the crates. So that would be 38,000 minus 9,600. And that is 28,400. So this is just the weight of the crates. And then what you do is you take the 28,400 and divide it by the number of crates, which is 40. And if you do, you get 710. 4 therefore is E. If 18 over root x is equal to 2, then the value of x is 18 over the square root of x is equal to 2. All right. Bring the 2 over here, bring the 8x root over there, and that basically becomes that the root of x is equal to 9. And then you square both sides, and you get x is equal to 9 squared, and therefore x is equal to 81. So number 5, the answer is A. In the diagram, what is the measure of angle PQR? PQR is this little guy in here, right? PQR, so that angle, right in there. Okay, so let's proceed with this. Well, this side is the same as that side, so that is isosceles. So that means if this is x, this is also going to be x. So 2x plus 60 is equal to 180, and therefore 2x is equal to 120. X is equal to 60. So there we go. We got 60 there. And then in a very similar way, that and that means that those two sides are equal, and therefore that triangle is also isosceles. So this angle and this angle are the same. So if I call this angle, let's say y, that means we've got this angle also is y, right? So 2y plus 30 this time is equal to 180 in that big triangle. So therefore 2y is equal to 150, y is equal to 75. And then finally our angle PQR in terms of my labeling is y minus x. So y is 75, x is 60, so that is equal to 15. So number 6, the answer is E. If p is an odd integer and q is an even integer, which of the following is an odd integer? Well, what I like to do just to make things simple is just assign some numbers, right? So p they're saying is odd. So I'm just going to use 5. Q they are saying is even, so I'll just use 4. You can use any numbers, doesn't really matter. And let's go through this. 2 plus 3Q will be 10 plus 12, and that is 22. That's even, so it can't be that. 3 plus 2Q is 15 plus 8, and that is 23. And that is indeed odd. If you do the rest of these, this is going to be 24, this is going to be 34, and this will be 20. So those are all even, right? So number 7, the answer is B. 2 3-digit integers, ABC and DEF, have the following property. ABC plus DEF is equal to 1,000. None of A, B, C, D, E, or F is 0. What is A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F? Okay. Well, I'm going to do it in a non-scientific way, which is just plugging in some numbers. Just choose some numbers. So I'll just choose 8, 1, 2, 4. If I do and subtract that from 1,000, I get 876. So this is one of many pairs of 3-digit numbers that equal 1,000 when you add them. And therefore, now I have to figure out what is the sum of A plus B, all that. So that's going to be 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6, like that. And that is equal to 28. All right, well, let me do one more and see if this is going to be the same. 3, 2, 1, and like I said, any 3-digit numbers that you can choose that add up to 1,000. And then now let's figure out the sum of the digits of those two guys. 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9, and that is equal to 28. So there you go. It's always going to be 28. So number 8, the answer is D. Bishmi invested 1/5 of her savings in company X, 42% in company Y, and the remainder in company Z. If Bishmi invested 10,500 in company Y, how much did she invest in company Z? So 0.2%, or 0.2 I should say, goes into company X, and then 0.42 she's placing in company Y. And then the remainder, so it'd be 1 minus 0.2 minus 0.42, she's putting in Z. So that is 0.38 that goes into Z. And then they're asking you, how much did she invest in company Z in terms of a dollar amount? Well, Y over Z in terms of the ratios is 0.42 over 0.38, right? And Y, they give you a dollar amount, say 10,500. So there we go. Over Z is 0.42 over 0.38, like this. And then solving, cross multiply, and you get Z is equal to 9,500. So number 9, the answer is D. In the diagram, the shaded region is bound by the x-axis, and the y equals x line, and y is equal to negative 2x plus 3. The area of the shaded region is. All right. Okay, so what's my strategy here? Well, this is the origin, right here. So the first thing, of course, is I've got to figure out the length from there to there, and I can do that by figuring out where does this line cross the x-axis. So what is that line? It's this one right here. So y is equal to minus 2x plus 3. I've got to figure out basically the coordinate of x. So it's the x-intercept. X-intercept, set y to 0. Minus 2x plus 3. 2x equals 3, and therefore x is equal to 3 over 2. So that's the first very important piece of information. That distance is 3 over 2. Now, of course, like all triangles, I've got to figure out the height. The height is approximately from there to there, right? So if I can figure out that height, I'll be able to solve for the area. How do I do that is I've got to figure out this point. What is that point? What is the, in particular, the y-coordinate. The y-coordinate is what I need for that point. And that point is the intersection of two lines, the first line being y equals x, and the second line being y is equal to negative 2x plus 3. So x is equal to negative 2x plus 3, like that. Bring it over and you get 3x is equal to 3. X is therefore equal to 1. But I want the y coordinate of that, okay, no problem. Plug it back into either of these. And if you do, you get y is equal to 1. So there we go. That means that this height is 1. And we have enough to figure out the area of the shaded region. 1/2 base times height. The base is 3/2. The height is 1. And therefore that is 3/4. So number 10, the answer is A.